This is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and our journey through Conarium, the lovely sequel to the Mountains of Madness. And as always, we're beginning this episode with what I forgot, or what I didn't find last episode. And it appears that when I was dashing down these stairs, I missed this little door-like place here.
This stonework seems weak.
And luckily, we have, an axe.
This wall seems weak. I think I can tear it down with some effort.
Equip that. There we go. Come on, a little bit more. Apparently there's a hit indicator. We have to do each individual section. Kind of unnecessary long in my point of view, but you find this secret little temple to somebody with a very large brain. And this lovely little metallic flower-like object with pine cones shaped design at its center, used as a symbol for the third eye in the pineal gland, or the Conarium, as it were. Alright, let's do like that. It's probably worth something. I'll be able to pawn it. Alright. Now that one I can understand why I missed it, because it is kind of blending into the stonework. However, the next thing I missed, I'm kind of ashamed I did, because I really should have seen that one coming. If you've got a box, look into it. As you can see, there's a bit of a document here. Don't get stuck on anything. Alright, so Dr. Blake, which is one of the two missing scientists. Now, we've talked to Dr. Faust, which is totally not, an alarming name. But Blake is one of the two scientists we have yet to account for, unless he's the dead guy over there in the coffin. Because I did confirm the outfit of the guy in the coffin is one of the expedition outfits. So that means same as the one of the dead guy in the freezer. So that means we have two crew members accounted for as dead. Me and Dr. Faust alive, and 6 crew members and 2 doctors unaccounted for. Anyways, what insane discoveries were made in such a short period of time. Even Professor William Dyer's shocking revelations were not prepare us for this. The seeing it really is believing. Dyer is the protagonist of the Mountains of Madness, the story that comes, Lovecraft story that comes before this. But those discoveries are also called an uproar among the crew members, whose assumptions indicate that the fate of this expedition will end in ruin. Who could see that coming? Some serious mental disorders are prime focus right now. As a temporary solution, we have prohibited this area to the rest of the members, for it seems most of us are not ready to comprehend such a thing. After surveying the flooded halls ahead with our basic diving equipment, it was concluded that we would better divide the exploration into 2 or more to carry teams, to carry out the exploration more effectively. According to the latest plan, we shall send 1 or 2 teams in submarines to see if a route exists for us to continue the depths of the submerged tunnels. The rest we'll explore by land. Yep, then let me check on the secrets. Oh, we added the secret of the pine cone there, but I guess not. Anyways, back to the regularly scheduled horror. Okay, so as you may recall, we played a little game with excuse me, no, that's not what I need. Played a little game and managed to open the access to Deeper, which this was the original access. We apparently have the spare door over here that we found after that one collapsed, and hopefully won't seal behind us and trap us down here for all eternity, because I don't want to be the thing the next expedition finds. Also, over here, the weird mirror, oops, hold on, which seems to, be a little narrow to get through here, which seems to trigger really frightening noise and kind of visual glitching, which is never good, had a couple new messages to tell good old Frank.
For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me. For a moment, I thought I saw a light on my brow. I felt a strange crawling sensation in my wrists when I touched this black mirrored surface, and I thought I saw a light glowing on my forehead. For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me.
That's about all Frank wants to talk about that. I can see why. It's not exactly the most pleasant of circumstances to realize that your third eye blind. Your third eye has been completely opened up by an alien machine only found in dreams, and you're probably gonna go mad or become a horror. Now, this can't be the original way the structure was built. Hello? Oh, hi.
Frank, can you hear me?
Oh, thank God. Yes, I can hear you.
Finally. It seems the effect of the mixture starts to wear off. Frank, heed me carefully. Time is running out, so I must be brief. Where exactly are you?
Dr. Faust, is that you? I'm inside the caves below the base. Where are you?
Listen, I cannot talk much. I know that you are having trouble remembering, but you must keep going. Use one of the submarines and follow the light.
Do you hear me? Come on, please. Where are you? Damn it. The connection is lost.
Ah, the Faust is alive.
He said I have to keep going. Why? Where are they?
I don't know, but it's probably not a good thing. Oh, cool. Journal. Yep, you can actually replay them if necessary, but yeah, Faust, when he says the mixture wears off, I'm beginning to think he drugged us, because that would explain why we don't know what the hell's going on, and it could be kind of an inverse amnesia thing, where, well, this looks cozy. Who put all these things? This is not a snake. Alright, let's poke around and see what we can find. Oh, we got some. A small version of the gigantic statue we saw before, the one that made our brain melt last episode. It's a beautifully these sounds. Beautifully carved out of metal I can't identify. Additionally, it looks like it was made to the minute details of the bigger one. So it might have been the rough draft, you know? Just kind of a Birdman thing going here. Oh, I know he's doing it. We could probably, you know, we could probably sell it for something. Alright. Oh, a lot of reading too. And this is an elder thing with wings. The ones that we saw before, the wingless later versions that are degenerate. Okay. Can't take the flashlight. Oh wait, I already have one. Oh, how many of these things did we find? We must have. Well, the one we saw before in the flashback was from before the expedition, so that must have been one of the reasons we came here. I wonder if the previous expedition for the Mountains of Madness brought it. Yoink. Yeah, but we already have one. Apparently, they really want us to have this access, the third one I found. But let's get reading. Dr. Blake. We've finished tweaking the submarines one last time and are again ready enough to do the next uncertain voyage ahead. This time we'll also mark the way with light sources to make it easy to remember. Yeah, it's kind of dark down there without light underwater. In a short while, all members of the primary underwater exploration party led by Dr. James Barlow, okay, that's the other guy, Barlow and Morgan, will head towards the next destination. It appears to be towards the mythical entrance to the legendary Netherworld. Good! Another venture into the underworld. God, this seems to be more of kind of a theme. But again, I wonder if we are looking for something that is not to be found. After all the experience read, studied here, after all those sleepless nights spent discussing the laws of nature and how to bend them, because that always works, what lies beyond, and how to reach a certain state to see more without eyes. Even I cannot help but think this journey may eventually lead straight to hell, but we must go through it to search for all answers. No, we don't. Seriously, anytime you guys could have gone back and, you know, used the rest of the expedition money to get a good Hawaiian vacation. Note. Were those maze-like tunnels flooded at some point in time, or were they carved underwater? What is the main topic of debate this is the main topic of debate at last night's meeting. What Dr. Faust hinted at various occasions, cited from a dark leather-bound book, and always a bad sign in a Lovecraftian tale, was too frightening, or at least for the ones who could understand the underlying links. The megalithic statues, ornate standing stones, and the flat areas of polished rock we see at some points make us think this place could be a religious temple complex of some sort. We cannot imagine what it looked like in its former days, for now it lies in ruins, bare and without any sign of underwater fauna or flora. Alright. And last one. Another note. It is possible to assume, due to the volcanic activities in the Earth's crust, the climate here is humid and the temperature, but we don't know exactly whether this is the case. The theory somehow explains the nature of those small, scattered fragments of obsidian, a volcanic stone, along with that cryptic stone wall that welcomes you in entering via the round gate. Okay, that must be the future. As men of science, we cannot clearly grasp most of the phenomena happening around us. No apparent sign has been left out, including the true motives of the carvers of these inconceivably old caverns. All I'm sure of this place holds something strange. No. Really. Grasping the soil here firmly in both hands gives me a rudimentary sensation I cannot translate into words. Something no mortal man has perceived. Alright. Kinda hoping there'd be snacks or something in here, but, you know. Can't be that lucky. Right, then. This must be progress. Stat. What did we build this with, I wonder? I mean, this isn't... Do we actually have all this lumber carted in? Why not use metal? Oh, great. To the sea we go. No, I would really not want to, but, you know, gotta do it anyways. I'm an old GM. Whenever they ask you if you really want to do something, you're probably going to regret doing it. Did I save that animation? Alright then. This... Oh wait, instructions. Control room. Nice schematics. Follow the lights, which appear to be hovering. Okay. This doesn't help me whatsoever. That's can't look behind me, probably for the best. Okay, let's go. I know where we're going. Right, there's lights down there, but... Whoa. You so do not want to... how do we descend? Control, descend. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I want to make sure I'm centered properly here. We're going to go at a little bit of a low speed. I think it's for the best. So, anybody else think this is a really crazy idea? It's interesting. Toppled statuary. And that's not a regular... Oh, that's at the balloon lights there's demonstrating. Okay, make sure we clear this, because I don't know how much of a clearance we had. Draft, that would be it, yes. It's been so long since I've been on a ship. So, giant whale people. Hold together, baby, hold together. You know, that beeping you associate with sonar would be sonars. The beeping you associate with submarines would be sonar, but I'm pretty damn sure there's no actual sonar. They just stuck the sound effect in because everybody assumes submarines do that. Yeah, I would really want some sonar, but it's, you know, small civilian. Does this thing even actually exist in 1949? Or, I mean, I know we have research subs like this now. Oh, look, another sarcophagus. Too bad I can't get out and do some looting. It's a whole bunch of them. Pick it up a little bit, as long as I don't go too fast. Like driving a spaceship. Going too fast is bad. Oops. No. Alright, let's go. like how we're controlling the sub telekinetically. Now, where's my hand? Or maybe I'm just grabbing the bottom for the fun of it. Please tell me I'm not lost. I would suck to be lost. I think that's a light up there. Yep, that's a light. I don't think this section's gonna be too complicated because they certainly do not want to. Ooh, it looks a little narrow through here. Okay. Now again, the elder things had wings, so theoretically this entire section, well, not gills, this entire section was air, and they flew through it, so probably the flooding came in much later. If we can get some. What I'm curious is where all the plants came from. You know, plants are colonized, but... Yes? Probably don't want to know what that is all about. The voice of Legion, please stop transmitting. Alright, there's no light over there. So, how many of you would do something this crazy? You know, dive alone without experience with a mini submarine you barely understand. Or at the behest of the individual who may have slaughtered all of the expedition on behalf of his alien masters. Currently being the other side of reverse, where spoilers. I mean, the other side of amnesia, where spoilers. Turns out you're the bad guy who sucked his memory dry, and in this case, the bad guy sucked my memory dry. All right, Faust, I'm definitely have to talk about the bonus you owe me with all this. That'd be a good sound. Just getting narrow. Make sure we... Make sure we clear this. I'm gonna scrape. Ah, so this must be the portal they were talking about. Ah! Well, that sucked. Alright. Try this again. Try not to make the... Maybe try to get through here. Really slowly, really slowly. Make sure we clear it, then do a quick up. Come on. Alright, hold together, baby, hold together. I think I failed sub-school. Oh, the music changed. Hopefully it's not a bad thing. Oh, God, why does it have to be so narrow? I'm gonna have to drive all this on the way back, too. That's just great. Which way do I want to be? Which way do I want to be? Probably below. Oh, well, okay, no. No, let's not do that. Just leaking, just a little bit. Little spackle will get that thing done. No time. this? Because I certainly know what the hell I'm doing driving. Ah, there's the light. Okay. Yeah, when it gets tense, I stop talking. Right. So, let there be something here. Ah, some air pockets. Could survive maybe 2 minutes. That's oh, for crying out loud. Up. Somebody, is that like an underwater spider web? Because if it is, I don't want to see the spider. I don't want to see any spiders right now. I don't want to see anything. Okay. I'm gonna see the spider, aren't I? Oh, crap. Cool. Let's not get eaten by the giant seahorse thing. That's not a familiar one. I mean, could there be an aquatic version of the elder things out there? I suppose. I mean, they were great engineers and such. Bioengineers, I was, because they made the Shoggoths, and, you know, that went well for a while, and then they turned into the most ubiquitous Call of Cthulhu villain ever. Everybody wants to have a Shoggoth in their basement, apparently. I mean, I suppose. I mean, why wouldn't you ever want to have a unstable, shape-shifting, murderous construct in your basement? Certainly makes a conversation piece. Pick up a little speed since we've got the space here. Getting cloudy. I wonder if Frank's breath is actually clouding up the area, but yeah. If there's an aquatic version, I'm wondering if, you know, this was supposed to be floating.
No!
Well, that sucked. Not dead. Oh, wait, we are. Damn it. God, is this how you root the game? You just have to go to the light. Ah! This is not heaven. I'm sorry. Wait, we're back at the expedition? Okay. Well, this is hell. Alright, Blake, do we have my head here? Oh, thank God the head is gone. Right. Oh, look, there's the designs for it, but no. Light, photoceptor server, yeah. He's planning to cut my head out and put my brain there. He cut my brain out and put it inside of a jar, but he hasn't done so yet. Now, let's see if Mr. Barlow's in.
Locked.
Seriously, it's hell. How could it be any different? Okay, let's actually check my place out.
Locked.
For crying out loud. Is there a single chair at this end staring at the wall? Oh, great. Hello, Dr. Faust. Obviously evil name. Doctor. Oof. Let me read your stuff here. Got it. Yoinked your note there. The power of this place, I believe, is too strong for the mind and the body. At least it disorientates the feelings, bodily functions, and even more so the powers of judgment. Nevertheless, I didn't expect to prepare or happen for the session we held 2 days ago. Frank is not able to rise from the deep. Still, what strikes me the most is his contorted look and his speech when he came back to life. It was only subtle, but I was able to detect it. Well, no, actually, the doctor already noticed that. Okay? Dude, you're not nearly as wise as you think you are. Anyways, doubtless a revulsion of feeling was apparent in his countenance, for there was something unnatural, something bizarre beyond his marbled eyes. It seemed that he saw the deepest time frame we've been searching for such a long time. I cannot be so sure if his consciousness may have been hindering the flow of communication. But it is still highly possible. His speech, even though it was indiscernible, seemed awkward and foreign, and pronunciations barbarously alien. His diction had a curious, stilted quality. Beyond any doubt, this speaker was not Frank. I tried to speak to him, but he seemed unaware of me, kept looking at a certain point at the wall in front. There was a fly there. What I discerned from his speech was a long-dead language only a few people know today, myself included, Dizinis. It's like emoji for elder things, right? So as a sole person understood that he had said it, I keep it that way until everything is settled. For the past 2 nights, Frank has woken up screaming, covered in cold sweat, unable to remember the contents of his dreams, the things that caused him to scream intensely that render Mr. Parler speechless. I will consult PK about this event as soon as possible. Take care, E.W. Whoa, Ross. Oh, so that was the doctor. Well, not the doctor, yeah. So this, he reported to Faust about that, and, you know, excuse me, I'm just gonna...
It's stuck.
Ah, for crying out loud. Hang on. Here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, a phonograph. Got it. Right, it's a phonograph cylinder. Quite sure how real this all is. The King in Yellow, by the way. That's a bit of a reference. It's not actually Lovecraftian. It's Chambers, Robert Chambers, who wrote this, who predated Lovecraft. So technically, his cosmic horror about an ancient city that of decadence and its herald was one of the things that inspired Lovecraft. You should check out the collection sometime. The thing about Chambers is he was actually a romance writer that just, like, all of a sudden created a cosmic horror tale. Absolutely no idea why. Ah, so this is the alarm clock that's bugging me. Alright, we got anything in here? Oh, cool. Elder sign. Well, the Derelith one, we've already been over that, though. Okay, just don't mind me, dude. I'm just raiding your place. Okay, the Unspeakable Cult. That's a Robert E. Howard version of Lovecraft. See, Howard was one of the 3 who created cosmic horrors, you know, like with Lovecraft and Clark Acton Smith. And the thing about Smith is that, he was an artist primarily. He did short stories, and he wasn't actually... Oh, well, the ghost is gone. Alright. It's just on Bach. Bach's okay. Alright. Cool.
2 days ago, Frank most probably could have reached the intended time period. Among all the Conarian arts, he is the most, how should I say it, gifted. But unfortunately, his heart ceased beating all of a sudden. This was most unfortunate, because when he came back, he doesn't remember anything specific.
Oh, that's the unfortunate part?
I believe there is no other way than increasing the intake dosage of the mixture. Very dangerous, but this seems the only way to raise the time limit and awareness in the sessions.
So, you killed me. Oh, for crying out loud. Ugh. Yeah, great. Guys know what I'm worth to you, dude. Anyways. Let's see what we're... These guys never make their bed. They must have, like, personal servants. I'm betting you find my place, I make my bed. Because I think I'm more of the working class, really. Alright, so... Now what? Okay. Ghost of Blake in? No? We're chill? Alright. Hopefully, you know, my hell is more expansive than this. Alright, let's go. Right. Oh, we're going through time portals. Hey?
Where am I?
Oh.
How did I get here?
I don't know.
When?
that's a thing that happened. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Apparently, either this is hell, or... which... isn't too far off. Hey, nice obsidian. Volcanic rock, like I said. Or... that monster carried us here. Tried to open the sub and carry us here, which means we're trapped here for the rest of our lives, like I said I would be. Should have just waited for rescue, Frank. Enough. Probably scraped another food together on the from the cafeteria that didn't go bad. Because, you know, that... Oh, hi!
To other expedition parties, is there anyone who can read me? One person is dead, and 2 others have been injured by the partial ice cave collapse. There is something here with us. Do not come through our expedition route. I repeat, do not come through our expedition route.
Yes, I read you. This is Frank. For God's sake, what happened? And please, tell me where I can find you.
Frank, do not stray from your path. We have come across something terrible. Do not come here through our expedition route, no matter what happens. It looks like this fiendish Netherworld depends on some kind of energy. An energy that is stored in curious stoneworks similar to an obelisk with crystals on top. And they are able to clear away some of the strange plants.
Dr. Faust? Dr. Faust? Oh, come on, not again!
Stop being
This is
dramatic.
nonsense. I cannot understand what is going on.
It's 2 of us, Frank. I mean, seriously. What are we doing here? Load. So, yeah. What's this?
This stonework seems weak.
I know what to do about that. You know, some of these rocks should be falling on me. Glad I'm immaterial. Alright, so... excellent, we found a secret. Secret what? I don't know. Oh, cool. Looks like they have a candle shop here. Alright, so... what do we got? Ornamental object with a metallic part with engraved with sandstone rock depicting an elder thing in the figure center with an elder sign. Of course, elder things make elder signs. Anyways, you like that. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Another... what? How can you have Cthulhu and the elder things? They were enemies. I do hope this isn't just a result. Tentacles, never a good sign. Isn't a result of bad writing. Alright, so... that's done. Okay. Aha! An altar. This is not bloodstained. Right, I can't jump. I was gonna jump on the altar. It's never a bad sign. Ah, another black mirror. Let's see what it has to say to us. Alright then. Hi, Frank. You know, he's actually not bad looking. That thing is bad looking. Ugh. God, so apparently Foss drugged the hell out of me, put me in cardiac arrest, so he wanted me to channel some... Well, the idea of being able to see other time periods using drugs, that is a cosmic horror thing that Lovecraft did, as well as Howard, and you're not going to believe this one.
Ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
You're not going to believe this one, but H. Haggard Ryder, if I remember his name properly, did so in his Quartermain, again, which is a predates Lovecraft. It's a late 1800s author about exploring the dark continent of Africa and all the strange and terrible things we find there. I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Start digging into these dark tunnels, looking for the obelisk crystal that blocking to get through progress right there. So, until then, this is Fantastic Worlds from, trapped beneath the earth in the Antarctic. Likely never going to see civilization again. In a brief period of time, there should have been snacks. They could have lasted longer, but nope. Guys, I'm still taking the snacks already. Anyways, saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and Conarium. See you next episode.